Welcome back to Schweitzer Kids Church Online. Here's today's agenda. You can skip ahead or double back to catch the content you like best. We're so glad you've joined us today. Here's our memory verse brought to you by some Schweitzer friends.
Do not be afraid, for you have found favor in God. You will give birth to a son, and you will name him Jesus. Luke 1:30.
We'll talk more about the birth of God's Son in a minute. Now for a worship song. This is Schweitzer Kids bringing you the good news.
Born unto us this day a Savior, gifted from heaven to a manger. The hope of the world alive for all mankind. All of the earth rejoice, it's Christmas time. So lift up your voice and sing out His praise. It's Christmas, born is the King, rejoice in the day. It's Christmas, make a joyful sound. It's Christmas, let His praise resound. It's Christmas. Goodwill to all the earth and peace divine. All of the earth rejoice, it's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. So lift up your voice and sing out His praise. It's Christmas, born is the King, rejoice in the day. It's Christmas, make a joyful sound. It's Christmas, let His praise resound. It's Christmas, so lift up your voice and sing out His praise. It's Christmas, born is the King, rejoice in the day. It's Christmas, make a joyful sound. It's Christmas, let His praise resound. It's Christmas. So lift up your voice and sing out His praise. It's Christmas, born is the King, rejoice in the day. It's Christmas, make a joyful sound. It's Christmas, let His praise resound. It's Christmas. It's Christmas.
It's time for another exciting episode of Guess That Bible Character. Give it up for your host, Nina Verbanes.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of Guess That Bible Character. Today we have some special guests on our panel. First, you might recognize Lucy's artwork. She's a budding young artist here in Springfield, Missouri. You might see some of her artwork at the Art Museum in the future. We also have Will Titus, who you may have seen treading the boards at Landers Theater or in Seussical the Musical. Thanks tonight for joining us, panelists. And backstage, we have mystery guests tonight. I can't tell you who they are. Here's how the game works. Our contestants take turns asking questions to our mystery guests to figure out their identity. Whenever they have a guess on what their identity is, they will buzz the buzzer and say their answer. Are you ready? Lucy, you have the first question.
Thank you. Are you in Old Testament or New Testament?
The New Testament.
All right, contestant 2, what is your question?
Did you know Jesus personally?
Oh, we knew Jesus very well.
Were you there when Jesus was born?
Definitely.
Aha! Are you little drummer boy and his mom?
Nope.
Are you Mary and Joseph?
Yeah, we sure are.
Congratulations to Lucy, our winner tonight. Wonderful. Now let's learn a little bit more about these special guests, Mary and Joseph.
One day, God sent an angel named Gabriel to a town in Galilee called Nazareth. The angel went to visit a young woman named Mary. Mary was engaged to be married to Joseph, a descendant of King David. The angel said to Mary, "Rejoice, you have found favor with God. He is with you." Mary was very afraid and puzzled. Why would God find favor with her? She hadn't done anything special. The angel told Mary not to be afraid. He told Mary that she was going to have a very special baby that they would call Jesus, which means the Lord saves. The angel explained that the baby would be great. He would be the Son of God. He would even be a king. The king God had promised would come. Mary asked the angel, "How can that happen? I am not married yet." The angel Gabriel told Mary, Nothing will be impossible with God." Then the angel left her. Mary was so happy. She praised God with a song about how great He is. God was keeping His promise to bless the whole world through Jesus. Now Joseph found out Mary was going to have a baby, and he became upset because they weren't married yet. Soon after Joseph thought these things, an angel appeared to him in a dream. "Joseph," said the angel, "don't be afraid to take Mary as your wife, because her baby is the Son of God. You will name this baby Jesus, because He is going to save His people from their sins." When Joseph woke up, he did exactly as the angel commanded. He married Mary, and when she had a son, they named him Jesus.
What a great story. Thank you, Mary and Joseph, for trusting the angels and bringing God's Son into our world. For our viewers at home, if you'd like to check this Bible story out on your own, you can open up to Luke 1, 26 through 56, or Matthew 1, 18 to 24. In this season of Advent, we are preparing to celebrate the mystery and joy of God sending His Son into the world to save us. As we light the candles on our Advent wreath each week, we think about preparing to go to Bethlehem, a little town sitting in the hill country about 10 miles south of Jerusalem. For thousands of years, the houses have huddled there on the hilltop. God sent us many people to show us the way to Bethlehem. This is the candle of the prophets that reminds us that prophets like Isaiah listened to God so they can show us the way to Bethlehem. On the second week, we celebrate Mary and Joseph. Mary and Joseph show us the way to Bethlehem. They have a secret. An angel came to them and said, "Do not be afraid, be joyful. You will have God's special son. You will name him Jesus." This is the candle of the Holy Family. It reminds us not to be afraid, but to be joyful on the way to Bethlehem.
Silent night,
for joining us this week. And remember, just like Mary, God has a plan for you, so you don't have to be afraid. And don't forget,
Do not be afraid, for you have found favor in God. You will give birth to a son, and you will name him Jesus. Luke 1:30.
join us next week for another message of truth to guide your life. And if you want some fun activities to do with your family and friends, you can look at our webpage, sumc.co/kids. And remember, Jesus loves you, and so do we.
Thanks for joining us. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video. We can't wait to see you next time.